All right, hello everyone. Welcome, team. I almost said Team Shine. Highway to Diamond, part of Team Shine. All right, welcome everyone. So, just real quick, just a reminder, we've got power hours going on all this week. So over lunch every day from 12 to 1. Tomorrow is my time slot. And so I went ahead and posted just an hour ago, but it's on our team page now, and it'll tell you who's doing what. But it's 12 o'clock all week, Monday through Friday. At night, it's 9 o'clock, so it'll be after this call. Well, you have 30 minutes to go grab whatever if you want to do a nighttime call. Tomorrow's is going to be 8 o'clock because I'm doing it. And 9 to 10 sounds really late to me. Just me. I'm like, I turn into a pumpkin. So, and I know it's saying like bring like 33 names and 33 names, and just bring a list, but having names is going to make that power hour so much more helpful. All right, so even if it's your top 20 and then maybe some people to follow up with, or top 10, I mean, just have a list of names, because then you truly are going to be able to go boom, 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 boom. So I would do that. Just bring ideally a list of top 20. You could probably do about 5, I would say, each in those 45-minute time slots. So if you had 20 for the week or 30 for the week, if you can attend, try to attend like 2 would be great. I attended half of today's. Of course, I'll be doing 2 myself. So that would be great. And then again, anyone that sort of expressed an interest to follow up would be great as well. All right. We are due for another challenge in the Fit and Fabulous. Not till October 9th. I mean, we've got time to figure out what it's going to be, and then next week to invite people. So I'm trying to remember some of the other suggestions that we had. Like I think we said a gratitude challenge could be cool, like 5 days of like gratitude, and maybe like paying it forward, because that's all about self-care. That would be a really easy one to do. And then maybe even burst training challenge, maybe a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday and Friday, Tuesday and Thursday. Maybe those off days, they can even, there's a great 5-minute morning yoga routine that's on YouTube. Janelle, I think it's the person that you mentioned that you listen to. Yeah, I think, I can't quite read your lips, but we'll say yeah. So anyway, be thinking if anyone wants to step up and lead any of those either challenge, but we'll go ahead and need to decide, because we'll need to start promoting it then next week. And remember, take advantage of it. When we're talking about promoting, it's not really promoting, right? Just let people know, hey, I'm doing it. Your all other groups. It's such a great way. I mean, when I think about just the 2 challenges that 3 challenges, the new people that I've met that are now in the group, that I'm now having dialogue with, I've got 3 new preferred customers out of it. So people who they never heard of Plexus either. So many people in all these other pockets have never heard of Plexus, and they're on Facebook. So let's please utilize it. All right, so if you remember last week, we talked about every Monday creating your own activity goal, right? And you had all of what you were going to do for the week. So how did you guys do meeting your own weekly activity goals? This is, you did it. Awesome. This is so-so, and this is wah-wah. I don't even know what my activity goals were. What would you say? Latricia, thumbs up. Okay. All right, great. Oh, Lori doesn't know. She's like, so-so. But think about it for this week. So go ahead and do it in your chat feature. And Sunny and, for instance, the same. Anthea, let the phone callers know that the call-in info is the same as tonight. For my calls, it's not the same actually. They're all using their own, yeah, Jill's and Jen's. I posted the link on Highway to Diamond, but I did not carry over the phone. So Anthea, if you can find that on Team Shine, Jen posted her phone number if folks need to call in, and Jen's as well. So it's 3 different numbers actually. Jamie, everyone say hey to Jamie. Woohoo, Jamie! So anyway, remember, I would encourage us to get in the habit of creating weekly activity goals. So think about what your activity goal is going to be for this week, and go ahead and put it in the chat feature, or jot it down if you're on the phone. And remember, a minimum at least is having a prospecting goal. How many new people this week am I going to say, hey, you might want to check this out? Okay? So go ahead and do that in the chat feature. And I didn't realize how cool it was I'm able to download the chat box after the fact. That's how I knew what everyone was saying, because I didn't jot anything down. All right, Janelle, at least 10 bold reach outs. and several group power hours. Awesome. Anthea's going to prospect 5 new people this week. Fabulous. We're going to talk a little bit about prospecting too. Christina's going to do 5. She's going to prospect 5 new people this week. Fabulous. Okay. Lori, 5 new folks to prospect. She's going to attend at least 1 power hour. Great. Now, I think we've got most folks. So remember that the power and beauty in activity goals is that we have 100% control over it. We don't have control over our results. But all we need to do, because if we focus on the results, sometimes it could be discouraging, right? But if we know, okay, if I could just keep meeting these activity goals, and I know that I say whatever your activity goal is great. I do feel like for those folks who want to be, not that this is your current rank, if this is like your ultimate goal in Plexus is to be silver, gold, or senior gold, I think prospecting 3 new people each and every week is great. I feel like if your goal is to ultimately, like the top rank you ever want to hit is Ruby, senior Ruby, then I think prospecting 5 new people each and every week. If your goal is Emerald and beyond, I think building up to prospecting 10 new people each and every week. But I said, you know, it's a progression, because if some of us were really prospecting 0, 0, 0, we don't need to go from 0 to 10. There's no victory in the highest goal. The victory is us actually realizing that our commitment to ourselves is truth, is fact, and that we're going to do it, okay? That's first and foremost. Alrighty, Jamie's going to prospect 3 new people, at least 1 power hour. Jamie is back. I love it. Okay, perfect. So let's talk a little bit about prospecting. We're going to talk a lot about prospecting because this is the realization I came this past week, is that, I mean, you've been hearing me say some of this stuff, that prospecting is really where it's at, that prospecting is the key. If there was only one network marketing skill, if each of you can only have one network marketing skill, and I knew I had to choose that skill wisely, okay, what skill do I want every single one on our team to have when there could be 30 different skills? What would be that one skill? Would be prospecting. Because if we could just prospect, then that's all that it truly takes. So my intention is for this team to become where we just prospect effortlessly. It literally rolls off our tongue. When we're in person, when we're on Facebook Messenger, we're not fearful of it. We don't seem pushy or network markety. It just seems natural. I know I've talked to some of you and you're like, Claire, that just wait, how does it just sound natural? It doesn't take long for it to sound so natural. And that's what we're going to master. Because I think for so many of us, not just in Plexus or our team, but in network marketing, prospecting has become this big, ugly monster. And we're simply not doing it. We're simply not prospecting new people each and every week. And as you know, if we're not prospecting, we're really not working this business. We're not working this business. So we're going to have a little challenge for y'all. This is going to be in the chat feature. Let's say that I am your friend, Helen, and I just posted, and we're someone that we've talked here and there, okay, so I'm not a stranger. I'm Helen, and I'm just posting about, oh my gosh, first day, I can finally get out of bed after my migraine wiped me out for 2 days. So you just saw, oh my God, Helen, I didn't even realize Helen was having such bad migraines. So what would be the most basic prospecting statement? It doesn't need to have all the, back and forth, but a prospecting where you are ultimately saying, hey, you might want to try this out. So go ahead and chat what you might say to your friend Helen when you just found out, oh my gosh, right, an alarm went off in your head. Alarm should go off in our head when there's an unmet need that was just discovered. Migraines, anxiety, an autoimmune, I just diagnosed with thyroid, my son always has ear infections, whatever. So go ahead and type in the chat feature. if you could just send like a couple of sentences to your friend Helen, or Sunny and Jennifer, just go ahead and write down, let's say that you were going to be texting this to your friend Helen. On the spot. It's all good. You guys are going to see where your pre and then your post is going to be. So this is just pre. Okay, Anthea, I hate that you keep struggling with migraines. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you. Oh wait, I was like, this sounds familiar. I love it. I'm sure you've tried everything under the sun, but are you open to hearing about a natural solution that's helped thousands of other people? I love it. It may or may not be for you, but I definitely think it's worth a look. How awesome. Okay, Anthea, that was fabulous. She said, hey, since you're dealing with migraines, first of all, I hate you're dealing with migraines. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you've tried everything under the sun, because we do have to realize that a lot of these folks feel like they've tried everything under the sun, right? But are you open? She said, but are you open to hearing? Remember how important that is instead of interested. Are you open to hearing about a natural solution that's helped thousands of other people? She flat out said, hey, it may or may not be for you. And why is a sentence like that important? Because it puts their defenses down. You're saying, hey, it may or may not be for you, but I definitely think it's worth a look, which is perfect. And then she would say, I can send you over some quick information. If so, great. If not, no worries. Anthea gets a gold star for that one. All right, Janelle. Hey, Helen, I saw your post about having migraines. I have some friends that found relief through some natural supplements. Would you be open to hearing more? Perfect. And then she was saying she loved that thing about what Anthea said. I'm sure you've tried everything under the sun. Because that's another, you almost want to come, we're not like overcoming objections, but if you think about, that was for me. I was like, I don't want to hear another suggestion because I've tried everything under the sun. So to sort of acknowledge that, hey, I'm sure, again, it sort of puts their defenses down. It's a couple of sentences, and now we have to realize that what you guys are saying is you're not selling. You're not like, well, oh my God, you need to try these products. You know, you're not selling. You're just sorting for interest. Hey, girl, are you open to learning more? So that language, you guys are all going to be able to ramble off, truly. And do you think that what Janelle oh wait, Christina has it too. Hey Helen, goodness, I didn't know you had suffered from migraines. I've been using these great supplements that have helped me and others. If you're open, I can send you some real quick information. If not, no worries. Fabulous. Do you think that any of those messages sounded salesy? No. Do you think we should be fearful typing up a couple of sentences and hitting send? No. Not at all. Now, if she says, sure, send over some info. Now, I know you guys aren't going to have the link, but let's just say she said that. Sure. Send, and I'm sorry. So Sunny and Jennifer. So I guess you heard what I was saying, what they were saying is just, hey, are you open to trying? Are you open to learning? And then Sunny and Jennifer, if you're not on Facebook, you still have access. The first round is send them a video, because if they are not open to watching a 3-minute video, their pain point isn't probably great enough. They're not really that interested, right? That's always a great first step. You've got access to a 3-minute video and an 8-minute video. So make sure you have those saved on your phone, Jennifer and Sunny, and you have them saved, and you can send them over via email or via text. And then when you follow up, if they have questions, that's a great time. So you wouldn't so much be doing a 3-way chat. If you're doing it over text, though, you could do a 3-way text with Anthea. Or when you follow back up, and if they're expressing some interest, they've got some questions, you could be like, hey, these are really awesome questions. Can we find just about 5 minutes to hop on the phone? And I'm going to see if my friend Anthea can join us. because she's got a great testimony I'd love for you to hear. And she's really knowledgeable about the products. Okay, so let's see if you guys answered. So if I said, sure, send me over some information, what would be the next thing you guys would say? I see some folks typing. Oh, and Latricia answered too. Fabulous. And Jamie too. Great. And you're saying the words, oh, are you open to hearing more? It may or may not be for you. Well, I'll say it in case. Oh, there we go. Anthea said, that's fabulous. I would like to send you a short 3-minute video that explains the products. When will you be able to watch this so that I know when to follow back up with you? Okay, great. Just a couple of things. When we send over the video, definitely do let them know the length. That's really important because sometimes people are just going to assume it's a long video. So ours is either 3-minute or 8-minute video. Great. Here you go. It's only 3 minutes or it's only 8 minutes. Here's the link. Sometimes I do go ahead and put in a sentence to edify Jill. And I say, this is Jill. She's the functional medicine practitioner who told me about the products because she was using them in her health clinic. I think that really is important. She was using them in her health clinic and her patients were getting better quicker. So you don't always need to add that, but I do like to, it just sort of edifies Jill. And then the one little tweak I would say for this so the options are, when will you be able to watch it so I know when to follow back up with you, or when do you think you'll be able to watch it? Let me know if you think you'll be able to watch it. Okay, the only tweak is I would say is, how soon would you guess you'd be able to watch it so I know when to follow back up with you to see if you have any questions. Again, that short little tweak, how soon, you'll be amazed. The answer will either be today or tomorrow. Hey there, Libby. Hi. Okay, but awesome. So let's see. So yeah, that would be the only small tweak, and then it's amazing at how, and then when you follow up with them, you'll follow up with them on that day, right? Hey there, just wanted to see if you had a chance to watch the video. Would love your feedback. People love to give feedback. What did you like best? And that just starts the dialogue. If they seem like they had no interest at all, so if they're either going to be slightly interested or not interested at all. If they're not interested at all, then what might you do if they're not interested? They're like, oh, it was okay. It was fine. I heard that stuff before. I actually had one person, so funny, to be entered into the video, and she was one, she said she would watch it, even though she didn't seem like 100% on board. She's with Verdana & Fields, too, so she does network marketing. Then she replied back, after, this was like a couple of days when I followed back up there, she said, oh, it's for Plexus? She's like, no, it's okay. I was like, well, how did you watch it? She said, oh, I watched a minute or two of it, of the 8-minute video. It's like she was like, couldn't watch it. So obviously she had some, she wouldn't have even been open to watching it though, right? If I was like, oh my God, watch this Plexus video. But I thought that was so funny. I was like, really? So you couldn't watch the other 4 minutes to get entered into a $50 gift card. But hey, it's not going to bother us, guys, right? We're just sorting for interest. That is it. It is not going to bother us. So anyway, if they didn't seem very interested, this is where I would have my generic reply back to referrals. No worries. Can you please keep me in the back of your mind? I would do that. Can you please keep me in the back of your mind? Because if you come across people who are dealing with A, B, and C, there's way too many people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it really breaks my heart. That's what I would say. Leave a little nugget. Sort of like, see what you're missing out, but and if they have questions, and especially if you're newer, right, then you add someone to that 3-way chat right away and say, perfect, I just went ahead and added my friend. So we don't ask, because it's not like you just add your friend right away. And you say, hey, great, I just added my friend so-and-so because she's going to do a great job answering your questions. And then Introduce. Anthea, this is my friend so-and-so. She just watched the 3-minute video and she had questions about such and such. So we're going to master this process. So again, that we can, whether we are in person or whether we are over Facebook Messenger or text, we're going to prospect like kings and queens, literally. So that's what I want for us. We are going to, this is just a muscle. It's just a muscle for us to develop. And when we develop it, again, we are going to have that paradigm shift. We're going to be like, oh my God, why didn't we know this sooner? Like, I can like prospect like that. 5 people, that's nothing. 10 people, gosh, I could do that in an hour. Like, we're literally going to get to that point. And that's what it takes. However, it doesn't end there. So let's say every single one of you on this phone call, you feel so confident with that language, with prospecting, and you're doing it consistently. Then imagine you teach each of your new business builders, where they then are able to overcome this prospecting fear right from the get-go. These are people who really want to build the business. If you remember, we got a power start. We should be walking our folks through power starts anyway. Part of it is their top 30. Let's sit down with them. The example wording is there on how to reach out to their people, but sit down with them with their top 30 list and actually start sending these messages to their top 30. They work through their top 30, which is their warm market. By the end of that, they're going to truly know, and you help them with the responses. You know, if you get a yes and a no and when to include you in the 3-way chat, you're going to help your new people understand that not everyone's going to say yes, even their top 30, right? Explain the whole apples thing to them, which you guys know. The green apples, the red apples, the green apples, and the rotten apples. And if our new folks can embrace this and actually start prospecting right from the beginning, and that might even be less important than all the initial Facebook posts, even though those are great. But reaching out to 30 people, can you imagine if each of our business builders, there's some of our folks that have probably been on the team for a good year, probably haven't sent 30 prospecting messages, right? Because again, it's been a big fear, but if we have the wording, so that's what I see for our team. People are going to look at us and be like, how the heck are you guys growing so quickly? And it's because we have mastered prospecting, and we have all become so comfortable in it that all of our folks are going to be like, oh my God, Lori, that just rolls off your tongue. How do you do that? Oh my God, Christina, what was that language? You make it sound so easy. That's what they're going to be saying to us, truly. Okay. So, but who would you be prospecting? You might be thinking, okay, great, I can prospect 10 people a week, but am I going to run out of people to prospect? You're talking about a top 30 list that's only going to take me 3 weeks. Then what, Claire? Right? Well, of course, we start with our top 30, and you all can freshen up your top 30 and start there. That will bring some of you through 3 weeks. Some of you have a goal of 5. That's going to bring you through 6 weeks, right? But beyond that, every single month, again, if we can create a focus list, if we can sort of, right, have 10 to 20 fresh new people that month that we're going to focus on, that would be great. All the new people that you're adding in the Fit and Fabulous, if we're doing essentially 1 challenge a month, maybe a little bit more some months, right, if we're doing it every 3 weeks, and you're having new groups of people come into the Fit and Fabulous, I prospect them. I don't prospect them right away, but once they get in the Fit and Fabulous, what do I say after they've been in there a little while? I'll say something like, hey, Susie, thanks so much for being part of the Fit and Fabulous Wellness Revolution. I hope you're loving it. You probably see that we mentioned some holistic health products from time to time. They're helping people with XYZ. They personally helped me with ABC. Are you open to learning more? So I did have, before we even did the challenge, I had some of the folks that came in different groups watch the video. They were like, yeah, I'm open to learning more. So do you see how that could be a stream of people that you're prospecting? And that, again, it's the same type of language, but you're just thanking them for being part of the group. And also, since we're going to be posting consistently and engaging post, remember how I said if we can also get in the habit of sitting on down and looking at all last week's posts and who's been liking and commenting, those 25 people that you're going to start some Facebook Messenger conversations with, out of those 25, there's probably going to be some that you feel comfortable going that next step and actually bringing that conversation to a prospect. Not everyone, we don't want it to ever to feel forced, because generally it's because a need is being uncovered, right? A health need, or they need a part-time job, or their husband lost their job, or they hate a job, or you just think that they would be amazing. Sometimes it's just because you think they'd be amazing and an unmet need hasn't been presented, and they're in a business that you think that they love, right? That shouldn't stop. If it doesn't feel completely icky, because we never want anything to feel icky, even when people feel like they love their Limelight, they're in Limelight Cosmetics, right? Hey girl, so I gotta ask, as an entrepreneur, it looks like you are loving Limelight. I'm sure you are rocking it. But I have to ask, are you open to additional sources of income? Are you open to learning additional sources of income? And again, you'll probably find a lot of those people are like, well, I'm always open. And then you could just send them over the information. You planted a seed. So hopefully you can see, without even a ton, just the work that we should be doing anyway, that we should always be having 5 to 10 new people to prospect, right? Does that seem like, from those different types of funnels? For sure. All right. Next week, remember, I am going to be doing, I don't know if intense is the right word, but let's call it an intense. I'm doing a 6-week mentoring program. And this is not, like I said, it's not for everyone. So don't feel like obligated. I don't want anyone to feel obligated, because this is really for the people who really want to run. And whether you say you want to be part of it or you don't want to be part of it, it's totally cool. Totally cool. It's not, yes, totally cool. No pressure, because like I said, this is not going to be, not like I'm going to be mean or anything, but it's not, my general role here is, you all are a volunteer army, right? I'm not a manager of anyone. And if I start bossing people around, no one's going to stick around. But in this accountability group, there are going to be certain expectations, like prospecting, that we're going to prospect a certain number of people, that we're going to share examples of our prospecting language. So on our call, we can sort of dive into it, right? So there are going to be certain expectations. So I am going to hold us accountable for it. So that's what I just had to share. So it's 6 weeks. It's starting next week. And we're going to go, you truly are going to develop your prospecting muscle. We're going to go all into magnetic marketing, attraction marketing, and you truly are going to feel like at the end of 6 weeks, like it's an MBA in network marketing. Okay, so we're going to hold the calls right after this call ends for like 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to have a private group, because there's going to be things we're going to be talking all week long, really. But it's not going to be it's not going to be more work. It's just going to be, we're actually going to be working our business. And so be thinking about that. I know a lot of people said me, there was a 2-step process. It was to say me, and then it was to send me a message about your commitment level, like, your commitment to it. So I'm excited, because again, I really do feel like that this could be our missing link, is prospecting. Because then I started realizing, I'm like, wait a minute, there's not much prospecting going on this team, because I know we're a bunch of introverts for the most part, but that's not going to cut it, right? But what's also great about prospecting, again, the muscle, when you guys develop this muscle and you teach your new folks, and they can prospect with any means, right? We've even got our great folks, Sunny and Jennifer, that are not on Facebook. It doesn't need to be over Facebook Messenger. Of course, that's my preferred method, because it's easy and I like being on Facebook, but it could be text, it could be done face to face, it could be done over the phone. So it's once we know how to prospect, it could fit anyone. It could fit an introvert and an extrovert. It's going to fit people who have huge markets, networks, and small networks. It's just the most critical skill. So I'm excited to see our muscles grow, our prospecting muscles. I think our time is up, It is 8:30. And I think that was it I was going to share. So yeah, please give that some thought. Let's see, I probably do need to put a deadline, because I'm going to need to start forming the group. So it's next Monday. So please let me know by Wednesday of this week, yay or nay, if you're going to be all in. So it was the things that we're going to have 6 sessions. So I want you to be committed to at least attending 5. that you are commit to working at least 5 to 8 hours a week in your business, and that you'll be coachable. I think that was it. I think that's, and then again, there's weeks assignments, if you will, not assignments. Again, it's just us working our business, but to have it in there by Sunday, so it gives me time to review everything before our call on Monday. Those were the commitments, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any questions before we, wait, there might be a new chat here. It's 6 weeks. 8 weeks is the paid program. Yeah, we could do 6 weeks because it's going to be so tailored to us that, yeah, we could totally do it in 6 weeks. But 8 weeks is the program I'm doing for peeps. So, like I said, I'm charging them $500. And for you all, it's free. And I know we don't always value things that are free, but I'm hoping that we're going to, if we say yes, we're going to be all in, right? Yes. Okay. Fabulous. All right. Well, I might as well go ahead and while I'm muted, I'll do the ending, and then we'll unmute, see if anyone can drop off and see what questions folks have. And all right. So you guys are muted. So, but I can see you guys talking. I want to see it like you're shouting from the rooftops. All right. You guys ready? We are Highway to Diamond, and we are the fastest growing team in all of Plexus. And I will be a diamond. I can. I will. So watch me. Woohoo. All right. Let me